Yo, durmak zorunda değilsin, ne sebep? Yani sonuçta oyunun 11. bölümü falan oluyor bu. Yani 11 gündür falan oynuyorsun. Bir şey anlayamayabilirsin. İngiltere'de ev alamazsın bacı. Oradaki maaşınla. Pek mümkün değil. Maaşlar çok düşük İngiltere'de. Acayip uzun vadeli bir mortgage'a girmen gerekir. Bu ne ya? Kopyalayamamışım. Gittiğimin yerinde ya. Orasını ben bilemeyeceğim. Ne kadar topluysa paran artık. Allah Allah, niye kopyalamıyor ya? O niye China? Ne alaka o? Sizin de klavyeniz bazen yapıyor mu bunu? CTRL C çalışmıyor. Yapamıyor yani. Dil bariyeri abi, yanlış bir şey düşünüyorum. Almanca sunum yapacaksan yani Almanca da ana dilin değilse çocukluğundan beri tabii ki yani doğru. 2 kat değil 5 kat daha fazla çalışman gerekiyor o sunumu yapabilmen için. Basıyor oğlum, C basıyor, CTRL de basıyor. İkisini kombinleyince şey olmadı. Ne yapacaktık şimdi? Dün oynamadık biraz. Pazartesiden bir şey kalmamış. Cinayet silahını hala bulamıyoruz. Yanımızdan giderse klasçıya gideceğiz. Karabudanın ceketi var. Ceketi düşünürüz sonra. Bu boş. Evine gitti, ona karar verir. Ha, adama kocasının öldüğünü anlatacağız. Müziğini sertleştireceğiz. Heykelcik vermek bu olmuyor, bu da olmuyor, boş. Üstten her şey Hardy biraderlerden öğrendikleri klasçıyı sorguluyor. Tamam, klasçıyı sorgulama var. Boş bıraktığın tuzağı doldur. İşin sırrı hangisini boş bıraktığını hatırlamakta yatıyor. Hatırladım herhalde. Ona bir gideriz. Bunları alacağız. Haldeki isimsiz balıkçı köyünde Isobel ve Lilia'nın Everard'ın belgesini imzalamasını sağla. İmza işaretledikten sonra birlikte önündeki meydanda bulunan posta kutusu. Böylece Everard'ın var. Bunu yapsak mı ya? Bu insanların ağzının içine eğlence merkezi kuracaklar. Bunlar
Take
burada.
the legal documents out of the envelope. The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all. The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall.
Ha, GeForce Now'la alakalı olabilir. Dediğin doğru yani. Dil öğrenmek bela alan.
The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall.
İngilizce bile bazen başka bir dert olabiliyor ki. Çok çok iyi ana dili seviyesinde konuşmuyorsanız Türkçe yapacağınız bir sunum İngilizce yapacağınız sunumdan büyük ihtimalle daha iyi olur. Bunlar hep puan kaybı. Ben yaşadım yani sözlülerde İngilizce yüzünden. Hoca bana dedi hatta yani. Yani konuya hakimiyetini görebiliyorum ama kendini ifade ederken bazen sıkıntı yaşadığın oluyor. Bu da senin puanından düşürüyor dedi. Evet yani o sınıfta konuya en hakim insan bendim. Çünkü tek fizikçi bendim orada. İngilizce tabii ki de Almancadan kolay. İngilizce hatta en kolay dil olabilir.
The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall.
İmzalasak ne diyorlar bakalım bu duruma. Merak
Our
ettim.
tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at
Bir
night.
imza alacağım
Eh?
senden.
What's this about? Come now. I can't read all this scribble. Tell me
Bakın
what
benim
it
bunları
says.
okumam mümkün değil. Bana ne yazdığını söyle. Evrard köyün bir kısmını küçük bir gençlik merkezine dönüştürmek istiyor. Sadece bir emlak sözleşmesi kötü bir şey değil. Aslında boş ver bu konuda seni az. Gençlik merkezi düşünüyorlar. Ne diyor?
Huh. I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part. The part we need to get out of our houses.
Evet o da var tabii. Dom'un dediği de doğru. Yani evinizden çıkmak zorunda
Have you
değilsiniz.
asked Lillian about this? I won't even consider signing till I know.
Lilian'e sor önce diyor. Soralım.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down.
Why does she care about the waves so much?
Niye önemsiyorsun bu
What
kadar?
is it with waves and fishermen? We need to be out there with them, fishing, making a living. So I asked, but until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can.
Dur şimdi bizim
So,
konumuz
what will
başka.
it be, officer?
Şuna ne diyorsun bu
Are
mevzuya?
you? This says by signing, I agree to living with construction noise.
Evet.
What exactly is the union building?
Gençlik merkezi yapacakmış.
What a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought that.
Hiç beklemezdim diyor.
She sounds incredulous about the niceness of the idea.
Neyi beklemezdin?
That Evrart and the Union have nice plans for anything. I thought they only cared about themselves. Well, I guess Union members have children too.
Bu mevzuyu çakmadı, anlamadı. Biraz uyandıralım bakalım ondan sonraki düşüncesi ne olacak.
And those members have a vote when electing the head of the local chapter.
İmzalayacağım mı yani?
Aye. Why not?
Tamam, ses olacağını biliyor, okudu, gördü. Bunun karşılığında gençlik merkezine okeyse. Zaten çocukları da var. Bence iyi bir şey. Acık sabretsinler. Evlerinden kaçmasınlar. Çoluk çocuğa işte güzellik olur. Evrard'ın planı da patlar, hem de bunlara fayda sağlamış olur.
Fine. Here you go.
Niye imzaladın?
I shouldn't have.
İmzalamamalı mıydım? Yo hayır, bir gençlik merkezi yapacak. Neden imzalamayasın ki? Yani Evrard da o yüzden muhtemelen hata ettin, yok. Gençlik merkezi işte.
That's what I asked you. It's a youth center and I have children.
Ben de öyle
Got
düşünüyorum.
to give them something else to do. They're cute and small
Aynen
now,
öyle.
but they're growing up fast. I had my first drink when I was 11 because I was so bored.
Aynen öyle.
Anyhow, you also need Isabel's signature. If it's a bad idea, she won't sign. You'll find she's a tougher nut to crack than me.
Okay.
Sound logic. Division of labor. She leaves the skepticism to the skeptic.
Okay. Almanca film izlemeyi tavsiye ederim. Film izleyemiyorum ki bu ara Almanca izleyeyim. Ayrıca
Our
Almanca
tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night.
kaç tane
What can I help
güzel
you
iş
with?
var ki. Aldım onun ben imzasını.
Lillian should let her sword make her decisions. The girl just doesn't have the head for it. Either way, I won't sign.
Allah Allah ya. İmzalamayacağım. O imzalamış olsa bile diyor. Teyzem söz vermiştim.
You need to check your facts, officer. I said no such thing.
Ben öyle bir şey demedim diyor.
True. She only said she wouldn't even consider signing before Lilium.
Neyse ansiklopedi patlattık iyi oldu. İmzalamayı düşüneceğini söyledi. Hani beni sanıyordu.
Lillian's not the only one who's too thirsty.
She wanted to see if you would do it and if she would.
Sendikayla derdin ne?
I've seen it all before. You think they've got our interests at heart? Rich men are always selling poor men promises they never plan to keep.
Ablacığım çoluk çocuk var burada fakirliğin içinde uyuşturucuya düşecekler ya. Yapsın işte. 6 ay ses çekeceksiniz sadece.
Then the poor get pushed out of their homes and the rich get a little richer. That's the way it goes. So no, I don't trust the fat man. And neither should you.
Teyze boşu kes ya. Şimdi manipülasyon setimi giydiğim anda elin ayağına dolanacak. Öyle bir setim de yokmuş. Çok güzel. Artı bir alabildim sadece. 8 alıyor muyuz en azından? Yok. Oha 4 level bekletiyorum kenarda. Teyze gel ben beyaz sınamaysa ben
Our
seni ikna
tenant, the
ederim.
policeman. I hope the
Beyaz
waves
sınama.
don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Şu ilk deneme.
Logic and reason won't
Bir
work
ve
on
bir.
me so bad. Better go for shameless emotional manipulation. What's the grandmother's deepest vulnerability?
Duygularıyla oynatıyor. En büyük zafiyeti
Does
nedir?
this feel like a good thing though?
Sen Kreuzberg'e sonradan mı geldin? Doğma büyüme mi oralısın? Ultra instinct. Yaptığın sana gerçekten de iyi bir şey gibi geliyor mu? Ya Lilien'in çocuklarına, ikizlere ve küçük Lilien olacak?
What do you mean? What's going to happen? We are gonna grow up, of course.
Bir de öyle bitki mi lan bu?
I raised my own kids in this village and they are doing fine for themselves.
Eminim bakıyorlardır. Bir ayakları çukurdaki alkolikler gibi olmadılar yani.
No, they are good kids. I brought them up the right way.
Buradalar mı?
No,
Yok,
they moved to Faubourg for work.
taşındılar. Bence Lilien'in çocukları büyüyünce ne olacak?
Well, I imagine they'll grow up and leave too.
Bunlar da büyüyüp gidecek.
You've got her. Now
Koyu
just
yuttum.
lure it.
Şimdi makarayı sar ve kadını yakala. Peki ya sonra?
Then,
Ya
Wait. Let her come to it herself.
bekle, söylemek istediğin şey kendi varsın. Burada gibi diye harap bir bok çubuğu. Hiçbir şey söyleme.
I don't believe the Fat Man's Youth Center is going to change anything. But what other choice do we have? It's not like the coalition government is coming to save
Biz de onu
us.
diyoruz ya. Biz de onu diyoruz. Hadi
I
bakalım.
won't be around much longer anyway. Not with the dampness in my bones. If they want to take a chance, who am I to stop them?
Doğru.
Aye, we do. We do. But how do we do that?
İmzalayacak mısın?
Fine.
Doğma büyüme. Yani başka türlü Kreuzberg'de olma şansın pek mantıklı gelmedi de o yüzden dedim.
See that you didn't just get us all screwed. I might be half blind, but I have a good memory for treachery.
Teyzem biraz ses olacak işte, sonra işte 6 ay dayanıver.
Let's go, Melit.
He's not dissatisfied with you, but with himself.
Neyse, onu bilmesine gerek yok ya. Ne giyiyordum lan ben? Şimdi gidip liseye gidelim. Müziğin geri kalan kısmını geliştirelim. Ha, yukarıdaki şeye de koyalım da tuzağı. Burayı bir daha deneyebilsek keşke ya. Belki deneriz, bilmiyorum.
An old door, worn.
It's military. The washerwoman.
Bunu koyayım ya. Bu muydu? Buydu herhalde.
The reeds dance slowly around the empty The locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surround. They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
Good. Now that's done. When can we get to our... Don't answer that. It was a rhetorical question.
Boş yapma. Bu ses ne lan? Ben de açamadım o kapıyı. Ya ben bunu beyaz sınama zannediyordum. Deneyebiliriz zannediyordum. Dedi. Yoksa açardım ben onu. Reload falan yapmaya gerek yok ya. Neyse. Orayı da görmeyi veririz. Ne yapalım? RPG oyunlarında bazı kurallar var ya. Şu müziği bir geliştirelim bakalım.
A better deal! Yeah! Medium car!
Kenara atılan melodiyi düşündüm ve Van Eyck'ın buralarda bir yerde yaşamış olduğu sonucuna vardı.
Sure, duh! God is close by, but maybe he doesn't have good enough ears. Let me turn it up so we can lure him here.
Artı 2 alıyoruz. El yatkınlığı. Şimdi bir dakika. Önce bir düz deneyelim. El yatkınlığı, el yatkınlığı. yatkınlığı. Sanırım ekstra bir şey giyemiyoruz el yatkınlığı için. Müzik ne hale gelecek onu merak ediyorum. Yani yapmam lazım bunu. Soğukkanlılık. El yatkınlığı arttıran hiçbir şeyim yok ya. Eldiven var zaten, eldivenden daha fazla alıyorum. Okey, bir düz deneyelim o zaman.
A better deal.
Yazsın ama.
Medium
Okey.
car.
Here's an idea. Say what you said before, the exact same thing. Or wait, say something that's only marginally different.
Yeah!
It's hard to say for sure, but the digital throbbing seems ever so slightly louder than before.
Okey. El yatkınlığı. Ver bakalım. Hadi bir daha deneyelim.
A better deal. Yeah! Medium car.
Side change
Yes.
the beat.
Ritmi yan zincirle. Yan zincir mi? O ne lan?
Listen, you can use the compressor to select between which track it's compressing, either the auxiliary signal or the main input from the tape. Make it alternate between the signals.
Aslında 28 atmadım orada Serkan. Yani daha önce denemiştim ya. Ve oradaki şansı da arttırdım. Ve bir sonrakinde de deneyecektim. Evet, hiç tutturamama şansım vardı ama aslında oradaki oranım 28'den çok daha fazlaydı. Buna şey deniyor. Bayezyen orantı.
The compressor
Yapalım bakalım.
controls the gain based on the level of the signal on the aux side chain input. It will allow maintaining a loud sound without peaks that fill up all the
Ne zaman
space.
poker oynadık la biz? Poker değil o, blackjack'le alakalıdır o. Pokerde değişkenler insan, orada farklı. Hadi yan zincirle bakalım.
Side chaining it, you said.
Hadi bakayım.
Then he puts on his headphones and his eyes go wide, wider than they've ever gone on drugs. He starts jumping up and down with bliss in total silence.
Müzik
still
değişiyor.
listening to
Bakalım
his
nasıl olacak.
headphones.
Hey, what did you do to Egghead Cop Man? Did you break him?
Bekle gör.
Are you ready, pussy?
Noid straightens his back, ready for the beat.
Ne geliyor acaba?
I was born ready, Egg.
Ne oluyor? Hı, bası kurduk işte. Güzel oldu. Güzel. Bası. Oldu, güzel oldu. Rave Cat.
The audio assault is glorious. The speed freak dances on the stage, intensely waiting.
This is beauty. This is
Yeah.
life.
What in the world is going on? The way melody and bass flow together, it's unnatural.
Ne oldu?
Your body is taking a
Ah,
beating
güzel.
from the low frequencies crashing over you. It's making you feel alive again.
Sanki yeniden yaşadığını hissediyorsun. Nodik jenerasyona gelsin.
Introducing the ultimate sound.
Sesi
God damn
ehlileştirdik.
it. This dance club idea might just work out.
Tabii ya.
DeLorean Church, the place to be. Pump it, pump it.
Who will be the innocence of hardcore anodic dance music?
Güzel.
Welcome back.
Empati 16. Ses kayıt cihazını al. Tepki hızı. Şu dedektifi. Bu ne? Aa, random bonus. Değişti müzik bak. Valla bilmiyorum ya, o kapıda ne var acaba? Düşünmek istemiyorum şu an. Kızın hikayesi neymiş, ona bir baksak mı ki? Tepki hızı. Tepki hızı için bir şeylerin var mı? Çok da mühim değil aslında. Bir tek bu vardı sanırım. Bir tek şapkam var. Aynen. Şapka var. Deneyelim bakalım. Ekstra 3 level'ımız daha var.
Welcome back.
O pasado de agente. It flutters by your ear.
Neymiş lan o?
It's what the Zemoyaki, the Gradian community in Revachol, call a person who never breaks under interrogation. It's an organized crime term.
What do you mean?
Gümüşmüş.
Alright. My father was a Zemyaki. He died years ago. He was a bad man.
Bugün Zari'yi.
Not a lot of good things to say about him and what he did. He bought the family a huge house, so we got to live, at least temporarily, in a giant castle in Jamrock. And then he died.
Sonra?
What do you think? The competition came and took everything away. It was like in a war zone. So after his death, we had nothing left, and we were in danger. My mother had to change her name, mine too. We left it all behind.
Lan?
It was a stupid idea, and I'm still disappointed I came up with
Ay
it.
ayıp be.
Aren't there any local authorities who might look down on such activity?
I took that into account, of course. Coordinated the operation with the debardeurs, else they might get unhappy.
Oo, Evrart onayladın bunu.
Not in person, but I'll let them know. You can't do anything without the fat ones getting wind.
Vay amına.
It's a good thing you ended that mess, though. I felt I was turning Dadwise into a corrupt business person.
Come on,
Yeah.
this is all fine. But you don't have anything on Everard now. That's not
Böyle
how
yürümez.
these things work.
Evrart'la bu konuda yüzleşmeliyiz. Belki de bu bilgiler onu manipüle edebiliriz.
No, I don't think it would lead anywhere with Evrard. He's just going to deny it.
Ya bence de reddedecek de olsun.
Yeah. Have you seen Everard?
Bunu da bir deneyebiliriz aslında. Empati. Şimdi ne giydik? Şapka giydik. Bunu geri takalım. Empati için bir setim olduğunu hatırlıyorum sanki. Empatim zaten yüksekti ama o 18 istiyor ya. Legendary check. Niye o kadar önemli bilmiyorum ki o kayıt cihazı. Empati. Başka. Yok. Yokmuş onun içinde set. Zırhtan -1 alıyormuş. Çıkaralım. Gibi ya. Ama bu değil. Oyunculuk var.
Welcome back.
Deneyelim bir bakalım.
The device is still warm from her touch and heavy as a brick from the batteries inside. The company logo, Omicron, adorns its yellow plastic cover. Inside, the tape is rolling. The girl looks at the device in your hands. She looks you in the eye, her pupils wide, surrounded by a ridiculous amount of makeup. Your words echo through the hall. The wooden, it's real. Tell her.
What is? I know. I'll stick to it. So thanks, I guess, for the psych session. Maybe I can return it. What's been eating you, officer?
Vermedi. Psikoloji seansınız için teşekkürler. İçine dert olan nedir?
Come on, I can tell. But okay. Be a boyadero about it if you want to.
Cehenneme çeviriyor hayatımı.
What is it?
Mavi yakalıların acı durumu. Herkes girişimci sınıfı sömürüyor. İş yapanları prangaya vuruyor. Bence sorun tüm bu yabancıların gelip işlerimizi elimizden alıyor olması. İnsanlar kendi bencil çıkarını halkın selametine üstün görüyor.
Oh, really? So, the thing that's been eating you is the slow pace of social progress.
Yavaş istikrarlı bir ilerleme deseyim sadece insanların biraz daha makul olması. Muhtemelen bu değildir.
No, it sounds like you just got chick issues.
Chick issues. Kadınla sorunun var diyor. Aklıma geldi. Çöpe attığım mektupları buldum. Onların hakkında konuyla bilgisi olabilir mi?
Okay. Why do you think that?
Düşünmenin sebebi ne? Kayıt cihazından bir bok çıkmadı ama oradan psikoloji mevzusu açtık ve kız bizim psikolojimize dokunmaya başladı falan, böyle ilginç bir yere gitti mevzu. Kayıt cihazından bir bok çıkmayacağını biliyordum bu arada. Öncelikle üzerinde az da olsa çiklet kokusu vardı. Onca bokun altında kokusunu hala alabiliyorum. Mektuplar bir kadının eline yazmıştı. Onları okuyunca öyle kötü hissettim ki.
There you have it then, chick trouble. Not political after all. Who was she?
Kimdi bu kadın? Hatırlamıyorum.
Really? You seem to be pretty upset about this chica. Are you sure you don't remember anything about her?
Kokusunu hatırlıyorum.
Wow, man. That's some pretty strange shit. Are you sure the letters were for you?
Eminim.
How come you don't remember though? Is it like some selective memory thing?
Sarhoşluktan.
Yeah, or it might be that. This one time I did so much booze that I forgot too.
It's obvious she's done more than booze.
Or it might just be some psych bullshit, you know? Königstein wank.
O neymiş lan? Königstein 31
You
neymiş?
know, the psych thing they've got going on there. Rich people like it. People in Königstein are mostly rich.
bir çare oldu mu emin değilim.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Might be for the best to keep that shit forgotten actually.
Eski yaraları kaşımamak
opinion.
lazım.
Yes, but it itches really, really bad.
Okey. Bir şey kalmadı. Bunda zaten bir şey yoktu. Şansımız da var ondan sonra.
Yes, what is it?
Mantık 16. Ya pusu hala öğrenememişiz. Vay amına koyayım, pusu bir öğrenemedik ya. Sen ne istiyordun?
Oh, hey man, it's good to see you.
İşbirlik. Artılara bak, artılara. İşbirlik 18. Daha yüksek kalitesiz. Dans ateşi yükseliyor. Melodiyi buldum. Ritmi buldum.
Goodbye, officer.
İşbirlik. İşbirlik. İşbirlik. Şimdi. Benim normal üstüm. Tamam. İşbirlik için biraz önce bir şey mi giydiydik biz? İşbirlik için hani gözlük taktıydık sanki sadece. Yok, o empati için de. İşbirlik için ne yaptık ya biz? Hiçbir şey yok işbirlik için. Şu vardı da. Hiç yok da nedir? Şimdi deneyelim.
Oh, hey man, it's good to see you.
You close your eyes and vacate your skull,
Hadi bakalım.
leaving your brain to wonder.
Şu dansı yapalım
Where did
artık.
that little fluttering light go?
Moralist olsaydım bunlarla ekstra bir görev yapıyordum. Öyle mi? Güzelmiş. Minik titreşen ışık nereye kayboldu?
Total darkness.
Lan ne oluyor lan?
You sink down the darkest fathoms of your own personal deep. Vertebrate by vertebrate.
Niye böyle oldu?
Through the unformed skulls of your mind. Here it will begin.
Müzik nereye gitti?
Oh, don't worry. The music's still there. It's you who is gone.
Düğmeye odaklan.
Nothing. Just the immaculate silence of your spinal fluid. Electrified.
Kilise nerede?
Who fucking cares?
İyi.
No, not good. Orgasme.
Çok iyi dans ediyorum. Bilincim kapandı. Çıldırdım yani artık. Şekillenmemiş kafatasları ne ya?
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Every vertebrae in your spine
Omurilikten konuşuyoruz. İlk defa.
ready to pop up and replace the old one. Like shark teeth. The one you're currently in has a little brain forming in it, waiting for its turn. To rule the world.
Nerede? Sen kimsin ya? İlk defa konuşuyoruz.
I am the spinal cord.
Ne istiyorsun?
From what I can see, it's about to bust a move.
Gördüğüm kadarıyla dans etmek üzere. Atlat bir dans.
Foolhardy. Do you even know what's happening on the surface? Maybe 1,000 years have passed. Or maybe you started spazzing out like 2 seconds ago. With your eyes still closed, the first thing you feel, all the way back in the pivoting darkness of your own torso, is warmth. You have become a triumph of rhythmoplastics. Somewhere in a smelly
Hiç şarkıyı
wooden
söyleyemedik
church on
ama
the coast of
dansımızı güzel
Elysium,
yaptık.
the wounds from the war you waged on your body are healing.
Gözlerini aç ve daha önce hiç dans etmemişçesine dans et.
You have become a
Vay
flawless
hareketlere bak.
interlock mechanism, a flesh and bone approximation of the
Hareketlere
throb
bak.
from the speaker setup of the one called eggheads, entirely, rigidly imbecilic, without pity or fear.
Fenalık.
Free from self-awareness, no deliberation, only, and I mean only, execution.
Oh my god!
Çocuk şaşırdı.
With his reel-to-reel mixer blasting the anthem of a future that will never come, the young man observes your moves for a second. He throws a screwdriver and a bunch of drill chucks into the corner and explodes into dance. What he lacks in sharpness, he more than makes up for in violent enthusiasm.
Andre'yi işaret et. Dans. Kanun bu.
The young man immediately
Yapıştır.
bounces up and down, then assumes the same dance pattern, embellishing it with some
Ecel gel sen de. Çabuk.
The young woman lifts her headphones up slightly and raises her.
Asil, aren't you going to dance?
No, recording.
The lead programmer throws the other young woman a knowing glance before
Hayda.
turning her attention back to her own work.
Kim sen de gel.
What's going on here? Delinquents.
Dans et dans.
The lieutenant squeezes the bridge of his nose. The light reflects off his glasses, giving
Ay çok gıcık
the
oldu.
appearance of a surgeon in the middle of a tense procedure. He's having trouble adjusting to the new reality before him.
What's happening?
Üzgün. Müzik kararını uzun zaman önce vermiş. Ben sadece uyguluyorum.
Good for you. Rock on then.
Sen de gel.
What?
Otorite efsanevi çek. Sana saygı duyuyor. Rütbeni kullan. Dans ne kadar bulaşıcı bir şey. Artı 3 rütbeden geliyor. İşte bu. Teybenin sert kafaya erişmeden gitmesine izin verme. Abi en keyifli yerde fail'layacağız büyük ihtimalle. 72 ama.
Who's the
Ah
white chick?
güzel. Ucu ucuna. 14 istedi 14 geldi. Hemen sana sadece bir kez rütbemi kullanarak emir vereceğim. O da şimdi.
Are you kidding me?
Hadi dök kurtlarını. Hadi
Get my what on?
kıvır.
Sheesh. Okay.
Okay, you psychopath. I see what you're doing there. It's jacked up footwork plus some. Is that Ubi folk dancing?
Gel hadi boş yapma.
Not whoopee folk. It's hardcore.
Yeah. Whatever.
Ekstra sert yapmaya başladı.
That all you got? I did 15 years in the juvenile crime unit. I can't do it.
Hadi görelim sen de yap.
Now, check this shit out.
Hadi bakalım. Ne yapıyormuş?
The lieutenant begins to heel kick the church floor with such intensity.
Müthiş bir
it's
sahne
reasonable
ya.
to fear he'll kick a hole right through it, causing the floor to crack and the pillars to collapse. bringing the church roof down on all of you. It doesn't look like he'd give a shit either.
Yapabilecek başka bir şey var mı? Şu an çok iyiyiz.
Dynamic motion of your flailing body is bordering on the extreme. You're
Alışılmışın dışına çıkıyoruz.
You feel as if turning on the hyperdrive will be a point of no return. Feels almost melancholy.
Melankolik hissettiriyor. Bütün tayfanın sana katılacağına emin misin? Hep birlikte.
Here we go again.
Yeniden başlıyor.
I've got a filthy air. The sound above my head.
What now? The sound above your what?
Niye durdun lan?
Above my hair, man.
Okay, this is too imbecilic. Excuse me.
Saldı. Hiper modumuzu açalım hadi. Kime dans ettirdin? +2. Andre daha sıkı dans ediyor. +1. Sona onaylıyor. +1. Şehrin fısıltısı. Vur bakalım.
Music
Ah,
pounds through the
düştüm herhalde.
old stave church on the coast of Martinez. Several figures are lost in the beats. Their bodies
Yes.
move this way and that by sound. One of them, an officer of the RCM, suddenly stops. He appears disoriented
Titremeye başlıyor.
and starts shaking violently, no longer in rhythm with the music.
Aniden duruyor. Kafası karışmış gibi görünüyor. Ardından şiddetle titremeye başlıyor. Artık müziğin ritmine ayak uyduramıyor. Kötü olduk.
Alongside a dizzying feeling of deja vu. Then everything goes silent.
Daha önce olmuştu sanki.
It was almost like the utter unpleasantness of the experience was breaking through the barrier of your recent memory. Maybe your memory loss was caused by something
Aa,
like this.
öyle mi? Sanmıyorum.
Not sure, but it's definitely not a normal dance floor experience. There's something.
Şimdi ne olacak?
You'll lay here in complete darkness for a while.
Aa,
Far away from everything.
sıçtık.
Then consciousness will slowly begin to but you already know. It really is. Waking up, you see the lieutenant talking to the young people. A worried look.
I've seen this thing happen before to people partying too hard.
Olur
It's
öyle.
pretty dangerous, though.
Nah, man,
Yalnız.
don't worry. He's mainly dehydrated. It's a regular party reaction, yeah? Look! He's awake!
What happened? Are you feeling?
Give him a moment. See, this is why you need distilled water.
Ne kadar süre bayıldık?
When exactly did you lose consciousness? When you started shaking or when you were already on...
30 minutes or so.
30 dakika. Nöbet gibi bir şey oldu.
Nah, you just rave too hard. The beat gets so hard, you know, and you were
Has anything like this happened to you before?
Belki de bu hafızamı böyle
That seems
kaybetmişimdir.
likely. Can you stand?
Geliyorum bir şey olmaz.
You might be imagining it, but it feels like Egghead turned the volume down.
Onun
Such
saygısı
is
da
his
böyle.
respect.
Man! Now, man! Now imagine if we could do that, right? But with like a
End of human development. Mission complete.
all right!
You're absolutely beat. Muscles relaxed and feet like noodles underneath.
Yeterli şimdilik.
Goodbye, officer.
İyi güzel eğlendik. Onun hareketlerde ne oluyor acaba? Parande mi atıyordu? Ne yapıyordu kim bilir. Neyse. Olsun. Kimi dans ettirmek daha önemliydi benim için. Onu kaçırmadık en azından.
You take the legal documents out.
Rüsur. Webrart'a git. Zar ustasına zar al. İnsülinde fazmiti. Bilgi ver. Hadi bir klasiği sordu. Bu heykele Dolores Day'e heykelcik veremiyoruz. Bu nasıl olacak acaba? Diğer iki ceset. Kadına haber vereceğiz. Bir şey de kalmadı çok. Bak. Ne güzel. Eryansın TV'den video geldi. Sergan kardeşim var. Nihat Bey yok. Yani ne var? Her gün yapıyorlar yayın zaten. Kutu bulursak iyi olur. İyi güzel. Eğlendik. Lise kısmı çok güzel ilerledi ya. Yıkılmadığına sevindim buranın. Şimdi ben bir şey yapacağım. Biraz tatsız olacak bu. Bakalım ne olacak.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of the acidic stench, you know, like the bits they put into public piss bowls, probably called Fermi Discrete or Axel. If you knew it was dunked in the toilet before getting chucked into the trash, why are you sniffing it? Garbage toilet stink is not your fetish, and you know it. Your nose does not fucking like this. Yeah, turns out your nose doesn't like self-indulgent literal without resistance or sound. The two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open. Inside, you stare at the card, willing your hand to move. It refuses. It's too much. Not a game.
Tekrar bakamıyoruz.
Two octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawing. The words just crossed your mind somehow.
Kim içinde?
Who do you think? You. It's slightly, ever so slightly, difficult to breathe once you've done so. Your hand shakes. You're flushed with it. A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. There's a bitter, caustic taste on the tip of your tongue, as life is garbage. You dial the number again. 26 pulls of the rotary dial. The machine eats the coin, and a terrifying ocean of distance rustles in your ear.
Evet öyle yaptı. Donmuş. Tekrar bakabiliyoruz mu diye baktım. Ekstra bir şey çıkmış mı diye.
In the middle of it, a familiar ring. Small, distorted. Calling. Calling. Put it down. Calling. Calling.
Tümüm de o kadar az ki.
Calling. Calling. Calling. It looks like she does not want to pick it up, Harry. Stop scaring her.
Neden?
Come on, you know why.
Çalsın.
Calling. Calling.
Harry, please.
Fark etti.
Underneath it, she is naked and warm under a blanket.
Ne olduğunu bilmem gerekiyor.
Please. I'm going to hang up now, okay?
phone hanging up. Disconnect tone.
Kurcalamayalım. Daha fazla henüz. Hasar ondan geliyor zaten. Buradan bir şeyimiz kalmadı. Hı. Dümbükler burada mı hala? Ceketi versem mi şuna ya? Bir boka yarıyor mu bu ceket? Acı eşiği ilkel içgüdü. Acı eşiği ilkel içgüdü. İlkel içgüdü veren var. Acı eşiğiyle beraber arttıran var mı? Yok. Yine de verebilirim. Acı eşiği o kadar şey değil ya. Al lan ceketini. Dümbük.
Tequila sunset. My jacket?
A look of consternation crosses the man's face. He looks at you, then at his bottle, then back at you.
What the fuck are you talking about, Tequila?
Bu ceket senin değil mi?
Foam? That's medium concept stuff, not my style at all. I can't believe I'm saying this, but maybe you should lay off the booze. It's fucking with your head.
Deli. Olmazsa alma amcık.
It becomes abundantly clear to you how this man managed to lose his keys,
Aynen öyle.
business, friends, and girlfriend.
Aynen öyle.
I'm calling it. It's neurological.
Bunu bulacağım diye karanlık işlere bulaştım. Al şu siktiğimi ceketini. Ben bilirsin ceket bende kalacak o zaman.
That shit is so medium concept, I wouldn't touch it with a stick. But yeah, okay. I'm sure it looks great on you.
Hadi eyvallah.
It's an okay jacket, if you are into that look.
Zaten veresimde yoktu. İyi oldu. Ne oldu lan, ne diyor?
I've been meaning to have a little chat with you. About
Benim
your
tarzınız
sense of
üzerine
style.
biraz konuşmak istiyor. Ne olmuş ya?
It's, well, a little eclectic, don't you think? How would you even describe what you're wearing?
Benim tarzımı nasıl tanımlarsın? En iyi statü alın. İlk süperstar. Orta sert. Ofis habercisi. Kıyafet işte, kimin umurunda? Resmi özürcü. Sık berduş. Orta sert.
Well, I can't say it doesn't fit you.
Size uymuyor desem yalan olur.
Still, you might try branching out a little. You know the expression, the clothes make the man. The right outfit in the right situation can make all the difference in the world.
Doğru ortamda doğru kıyafet dünyayı tamamen değiştirebilir. Evet, yani gizli bonuslar var bazı ortamlarda, giyildiği zaman ekstra bonus veren. Gözlerin kralı. Hey,
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, detective.
A warm smile.
Anyway, we should probably get back.
konuşası gelmiş. Deli. Mis gibi lan, benim tarzım ne güzel işte. 3 level var kenarda, 95'te experience'dayız. 4 level sayılabilir. Şimdi nereye gidiyoruz bakalım. Zarcıya gidip zarımızı alalım. 8 saat. 8 saat yarın almamız lazım. Meydandaki posta kutusunu atacağız. Tamam, Whirling'deki adama haber vereceğiz. Biraz şey sorgusu. Heykelcik olmuyor. Kadına ölüyor haber vereceğiz. Bu akşam bir klasçı kim yanımda yokken gideyim diyeceğim de adam yanımdan gittiğinde klasçı orada olmuyor. Cinayet silahını da bulamadık. Okey. Ve Travel. Burada mı olmam lazım illa? ...23'ten sonra yok mu? Vay amına koyayım. Bugün de kaçırdık o zaman. Ustalayalım.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito, bullet holes, and an arse.
Yes, for sending mail.
Tekmeyi basayım mı?
You drop the white envelope in the dark. About a week's worth of mail as collected in there. Dealt for good or ill.
Let's go back to Everard.
Beraber verelim. Ne yapıyorsun burada? Duruyorsun hala.
Hi again, gendarme. Bye bye, gendarme.
Bizim zorluklar nerede?
Just wow.
Aslan.
It's safe to say this is about your karaoke performance.
Dur oradan sen. Anlamamışsındır.
Good for you. I'm not letting any.
You feel bad suddenly. You see the delicate loops of handwriting in your mind's eye.
Another thing. Great. I love those. Yes.
Bunlar nereye gitti ya? Yatmaya gitmiş yani. Ya da evlerine mi döndüler? Nasıl haber vereceğiz ya? Gündüz geliyorlar herhalde. Neyse. Kadına gidelim. Ne oldu? O ne? Kadına buradan gidemeyiz değil mi? Tabii. Tabii efendim. İyi güzel dans ettik ama. Ha bak bütün o Van Eyck posterlerini görüyorsun. Bir yerden giriyorduk. Şurada. Her şey çok güzel olacak yazdık bir de buraya mis gibi oldu. Kadına kocasının öldüğünü söyleyeceğiz ya. Buraymış. Ben de bura niye açılmıyor diyordum.
A weathered brown door. The number reads 20. Something smells good. Soup alongio.
Soğan
The
yağmesi.
lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and this is the door. You already know it's the right door. This is going to be so hard. Get yourself together. It's just police work.
Böyle bir şey. İçeri girmeden önce durumu bir konuşalım. Neyle karşılaşmıyor muyuz?
You're right. Let's talk this through.
You hear some light footsteps and what appears to be a late night talk show playing on the radio.
We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billy Méjean. We need to confirm this, as well as... Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary.
Yani yapmazsak da öldü sonuçta yani. Nasıl söyleyeceğiz?
Dad, just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
Nasıl hissettiğini anladığınızı söylemeyin yeter.
Good
Anlayamazsınız.
advice.
Güzel tavsiye. Tamam hazır.
The lieutenant motions towards the door. No one answers the door.
Kapıya kimse gelmedi.
It's too late. I think everyone's already asleep. We should try again tomorrow.
Ya amına koyayım, bir anda uyuverdiler. Yapacağınız iş. Herkes bir anda yattı abi. Polis gelince. Ne var? O ne?
The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. Your breath grows heavier.
Eski mi bunlar?
More old bullet holes.
Ha, eski.
Half a century at least.
Yarım asırlık.
From the revolution.
Yakından. Bunlar ne ayak?
Remnants from the revolution.
Devrimden
These
kaldı.
are over half a century old.
İlgilenmemiz gerekir
No,
mi?
we are not constructors and renovators. And these bullet holes do not warrant an investigation.
Devrimle alakalı
Not
ne
much.
diyeceğim?
I don't have a fresh perspective on it.
Okay. Bura niye yanıyor? Açık musluk sesini duyuyorsun. Biri bulaşık yıkıyor.
The door is closed again. Nothing to do here anymore. You hear someone inside, walking from room to room.
Geri dönmüş. Okay, güzel. Bir şey var mı diye bakıyorum gözümüzden kaçan. Ya da durumu değişen. Salaklar hala burada ya. Bir de şu şey. Bu yukarıdaki kıza gideceğim, bir de teknedekine gideceğim. Teknedekiyle bence konuşabileceğimiz ekstra bir durum olmuştur yani bu kadar süre sonra. Ne yapıyorsun?
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
İbne Torba böyle dünyanın hakkının
I
selam
don't
var.
believe it. I've never known those boys to have manners.
The bemusement in her voice doesn't fully mask genuine tenderness.
Çok saygı duyuyorlar.
They'll never be skulls, but their hearts are in the right place.
Biz de katılabiliyoruz mu?
Fat chance. But you can still do your part to revitalize the neighborhood.
Nasıl olacak?
She throws you a conspiratorial glance, then presses her finger to her lips and
Have you noticed the quiet? Every so often, you might hear a gunshot pierce the air somewhere
sesi
in
yok diyor.
Java.
Sende mi lan benim
But
silahım?
Martinez,
Manyak karı.
no gunshots, no sirens. The people are languishing in boredom and
Rehinciden bu aldı büyük ihtimalle silah. Bir kadın aldı diyordu. Fakat hareketleri var diyordu.
This place is a sepulchre. We'll paint it red. We bring the raucous. You bring the sirens.
Amına koyayım, hiçbir yere bağlanmadı. Okay. $15 mi satmışız bayan bırak. 7-8 ansiklopedi pasifinden toparlardık biz o parayı. Merhaba abla.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with at this late hour?
Sen hiç uyumuyor musun ya?
Matter of fact, I don't.
Uyumuyorum diyor. Niye?
I have a medical condition of my own. Nothing unusual, though. I'm
Yaşlıymış.
old, you see.
Genç gösteriyorsunuz.
Thank you. I do what I can to remain presentable. Now, ask
İyi,
me
yeni bir
some
şey yok
questions.
ya.
It'll help us pass the night.
Kimliğimi buldum.
My love, you did.
she is memorizing your badge number.
Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W.
Merci.
Fraser Dubois. I am glad to see a man of high qualification. The situation is precarious.
Tabii. Ne
What
sandın?
can I help you with, Lieutenant Euphrata?
Evrart.
She's not even asking you anything. It's so easy to just say.
Of course,
Bir
Detective.
şey yok.
You can always drop by later, should something come up. Now, what else can I do for you?
Suçu bundan mı öğreneceğiz acaba ya?
What would you like to know? Of course there are.
There is a pinch of defensiveness in her voice, but it is playful.
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou. We are. And the city of Revachol.
She nods attentively.
Good.
Yeni bir şey yok hiç ya.
What we do.
There was a touch of discomfort there.
The Pines call, and that is the.
The Wild Pines
Of,
group
kalan
is one
ansiklopedi
of the
patlaması.
original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, Son Baptiste, Elysium.
Why, thank you.
She nods.
What
There was a touch of
the Pines call, and that is the.
the Wild Pines group is one.
Why, thank you. I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue. And to think, there are years when the group Walpines employs 72,000 people, all of whom have. You mean aside from being the terminals league? We built this district.
We,
All the best. Before a company.
with your help,
Burada da yeni bir şey yok.
says her warm tone.
Görevden
Of course.
orada da bir şey yok.
Of course.
Don't tell her you've met Everard right away. There's time.
Onu yaptık çoktan. Bazı konuşma diyaloglarını kilitledi sanırım o mevzu. Dolaylı olarak. Burada 4 level. Güzel. Bilmiyorum niye bahsedeyim ki? Niye bilmesi gerekir ki o? Öyle bir şey onun alakası yok ki. Evrar'da iş yapıyormuşum gibi görünmeme gerek yok onun. Şimdi ne kaldı? Evrard bu saatte orada olmaz büyük ihtimalle. Gece çözebileceğimiz hiçbir şey kalmamış ki. O zaman ben siktirip gidip yapayım. Ama
It's getting
yapmayacağım.
cold. This late in the night. Time to
Good night, officer.
Hadi bak görüşürüz. Manipülasyon mu istiyordu, ne istiyordu?
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastard.
Manipülasyon. %3 de çok azmış ya. Bir tek bunda var. Hiç artı da almıyor herhangi bir mevzuda. Balıkçı kıyafeti tarzı bir şeyimiz var mı ya? Yok belli ki. Balıkçı tarzı bir şeyimiz yok.
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down.
Beyazsın ama.
Simmer down, bastards.
Oh, yes, she does. You need to get your drink on. There is no other way for human beings to procreate. Not after 6,000 years of yeast cultivation-based mating rituals.
Böyle demeyin ya. Failladık lan. Diyeceğiniz beyaz çeki.
Okay. Where's this going?
Ay.
Absurdly and pointedly phrased. You can be quite funny, officer. Anyway, what...
She doesn't even understand you asked her out. Perhaps you're too sober to pull it off right now. Try again later.
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
Abi 15 çok ya.
Get the drink on. It would be unimaginable for a human female.
Okay. Absurdly...
She doesn't even understand.
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down.
Alcohol.
Anam sik.
That's...
Okay. Absurdly...
She doesn't even understand you.
Manım kaldı. Ona tekrar denerim. Boku çıkıyor çünkü statlar. Şimdi değil. Daha fazla denemeye gerek yok. Ne giydim ben? Şunu giydim. Okey. Bir hakkım kalmadı mı zaten? Nasıl bir hakkım kalmadı mı? Öyle bir şey mi oluyor? Dediğim kadar atarım abi. Öyle bir şey mi yazıyor?
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those
Yo,
little bastards.
level verdikçe deneyebiliyorsun tekrar. Kenarda 2 level'ım var. Biraz daha böyle aşırı level birikmesi yaşarsam ansiklopediden falan deli gibi experience kasıyorum çünkü. Gelir bir tane daha verir denerim. Ya da belki manipülasyon item'ı düşer bir şey olur.
It's getting cold. This...
Ha, bir boşluk var. Evet. Ben bir kere daha deneyebileceğim, evet. Doğru. Doğru. Adam polis memuru bize ne veriyor? Bir. Tüm öğrenme sınırları artarak 3 oldu. Mesela cap'lerimizi bu şekilde arttırdık biz. Bunu unutabiliriz ya. Niye başka bir şey koyabilirim? Empati. Tüm kırmızı sıralamalar başarısız olur, çok sert değil mi ya? Neyse, şey yaparız. Yok Bunu nasıl geçireceğimi düşündüğümden değil ya. Bunu silebilirim. Yerine başka bir şey açalım. Aslında eşiğinde mi açalım? Giriş saat 15 dakika. Hayat oyunu mu açalım? Fizik dönemi. Bunu açacağım, belki bu morlara artı verir. Morlardan çok fazla item kombinasyonu çıkartılmıyor. Deneyelim, ne olacak? Empati -1. Durdurabiliyorsunuz. 20 saatlik mi ne bir tane şey vardı. Çorak bir gerçeklik. 2 saati kalmış bari. 20 saat mi ne döndürdük onu.
The bed is comforting.
Hadi bakalım. Ne boklar yaşayacağız acaba?
The bed underneath you is soft, if lumpy. Waves wash the sand underneath the...
Bir şey yaşamayacağız herhalde.
Like a deftly cast fishing net. Sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes. Tightening around you, it digs into your brain.
Ne?
How
Güzel.
have things been going for you out there? Helped anyone lately? Saved anyone lately?
Herkese yardım ediyorum. Herkesi kurtardım.
This bastard isn't even listening to you.
Hiç seni dinlemiyor bile.
Because you know you are a murderer. A disco music listening psycho killer who offs poor people. And then forgets about it.
Uyuyacağız. Sağ ol.
Hear that? Iceman wants to sleep. He doesn't care about killing people. That's nothing to him. Black water under the bridge. The thing he's really scared of
Tam bir kafayı yastığa koyma anı ya.
is much, much worse than that.
We're trying to help you. All these processes, these tortures, voices and tremors are all just distractions.
Son rüya ne lan?
The last dream will be total annihilation. Cinders peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry. We will be dormant. You will be naked and alone.
Of hell, an ancient sadness, brother. 10,000 years later, in front of the video rental, there is a warm breath on your face again. Everything is okay again.
Everything is so okay. Your eyelids flutter open for a moment. When you close them again, you sense the light.
The last thought in your head before waking is, maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass window in the church.
Öyle mi? Niye ki lan? Evliliğimiz mi aklımıza geliyor öyle olunca? Öyle bir şey sanki. Kalk hadi kalk. İyi, sakallı geri çıkmıyor. Ne yapıyorsun? Niye pusuyorsun abicim oraya?
Yes?
Hadi, yapacak çok işimiz var. Önce kadına gidelim. En terste kalan o.
A weathered brown door. Something. The lieutenant motion. This is the door. Get yourself together.
Hello? Who is it?
And someone turns down the radio.
Imajinin evi mi?
The police. A moment,
Police.
please give us a moment.
Tidying up. Nervously. There's fear in her voice.
Come in. The door is open.
O kadın gerçekten. Şu empati eksi bir durduruyorum, buradan çıkınca tekrar başlatacağım. Çünkü empatiye ihtiyacımız olacak.
It's you from the book stand. Did you come to bring my cockatoo back? I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea? Lemonade? We're out of coffee.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief. For now, you're on your own here. He must feel vulnerable without his glasses. Is this why he's letting you take the lead?
Teşekkürler.
This
Almayalım.
about Victor, my husband.
Ha, bulduk.
Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what. No, this is something much worse. Is he in a hospital? How bad is it?
How about some small talk before you break the news?
Haberi vermeden önce biraz havadan sudan sohbet et.
Definitely no small talk. This isn't the time or place.
Sakın havadan sudan bahsetme, ne yeri ne de zamanı. Bence de.
It's like ripping off a bandage. The least painful way is to do it straight away.
Ne?
Without stalling.
Empati imkansız 17. Ama kimi yanında diye +4. Deri ceketi tespit ettim. Kütüphane kartını tespit ettim. Konuları kimle enine boyuna konuştum. TM'nin mendili. Ha, kadın al deyince onu vereceğiz. İyi bari. Empati patlatmıştık ya, bayağı da işimize yaradı. Ya yok, manipülasyon patlatmıştık biz. İyi, en azından düşünceyi girmeden kapattıydım.
You've done this before.
Az kaldı crit fail atıyordum ha. 2-1 attım. Ölücü öldü mü demem gerekiyor. Daha önce yaptığım bir şey yalnızca odaklı.
Yes. That's the most important thing. Use that word.
Önemli kısmı o sözcüğü kullan.
No euphemisms. This is what you came here for.
Çok üzgünüm ama eşiniz Victor Magin Martinez iskelesinde ölü bulundu.
What? did you say?
A great and terrible spike. The blood freezes in her veins.
Başın sağ olsun.
Oh. But he was just...
But he was just here, alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, ma'am.
What happened to him?
Kaza. Tahtalardaki boşluğa takılıp başını çarpmış.
Was he drunk?
Yani sonuçlar gelince haber veririz.
I see. And you just found him there, lying in the cold.
Öyle mi buldunuz? Soğukta uzanıyor
How
muydu?
long had he been there?
Ne kadar süredir
If you
oradaydı?
say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever.
Çok uzun zaman geçmiş olamaz.
She blinks, eyes welling up with tears, as her hand starts searching for something from the pockets of her dress. The handkerchief. A small, terrified smile quivers on her face as she takes the handkerchief and wipes away the tears. She looks disoriented.
Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you?
No. I just need to tell my girls.
It burns like acid.
God, should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
No. A day.
Yarın.
Good. That's probably the right thing. Thank you.
She can't take much more. Her stomach is churning. Soon she will have to go to the bathroom and scream.
Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier. Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still... Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I'll call if...
These are her last reserves of strength. Her muscles will give in soon. Already, she starts to shake.
We should step outside and talk. You did well. You did enough. Can't save the whole world, you know. I'll call the station when we're finished with the day and let them know the name of the deceased. They'll manage.
They have to. It's not your place to live their lives.
That's it. We should get back to our case now that our duty here is done. Let's go.
Okay. Zarımızı alalım.
Oh, it's you again. Very good. That will be 7 real for one custom die. One universal die for Widow Untethered.
It feels icy. Just holding this die in your hand sends a jolt of cold down your spine.
Güzel. Okey. Bu şeye veririz. Kodlamacı kadına. Gerçi sevmiyordu. Olsun, aldık işte. Adam nerede?
Hello, dear.
Doldurdum.
Thank you for doing that, dear.
Her smile is weary. Her earlier ebullience has left
Ne
her.
oldu?
Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him.
Götü donmuş.
I'm sorry, dear. You've had to drudge through them so many times. Such is field work.
Dudaklar ne olacak?
Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going back.
The lieutenant stares at his shoe, caked in mud. He doesn't say anything.
Yine bize düştü gibi iş.
No, you don't have to do that. Enough of this fool's errand. Morel will do it.
Be real. Gary is not going to help with this.
Hallederiz,
That
hallederiz.
really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication.
Fuck that cough. It's not happening. The insides of your lungs are lined with tobacco, a powerful antibacterial agent. You very strange. Why is she not letting you do
Bir
this?
sorun mu var?
Different? How?
Bakmadığım bir şey var.
I'm not. It's not bad.
O kadar da kötü değil. Ne olmuş?
It's a strange feeling.
Anlat anlat.
Do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that? A story? Seeing the Insulindian phasmid was just a story I used to tell
Allah
people.
seni. Ben fark etmiştim
Didn't really
zaten.
think about whether it was real or not. Morel's so proud of it. He always tells.
A terrible sting in the heart. Regret.
Bir durdun mu yani?
No, at least I don't think I did, but Morel was so eager to believe my story was evidence of the phasmid's
Ya
existence
öyle olunca tabii. Zaten anlamıştım ben.
that I'm some queen
Ama
of the
yanındayken
cryptozoologists.
darlamadım adam buradayken.
And for years his belief made me believe too.
That I am a queen, an extraordinary witness to grace.
Alex, insan gibi konuşmazsan seni çok uzun süre time outlayacağım.
But now we're both getting old and he's still working himself sick out in those reeds looking for it. But what if I was just wrong?
The lieutenant opens his notebook. He's hiding. These things are tough on him. Matters of love, not violence or deceit.
Öncelikle ona evliliğinin bir yalandan ibaret olmadığını söyle.
An acorn is not the same as the tree. That requires time, diligence, and care.
Yani öyle değildir
But
herhalde.
it is. We've spent years searching for the phasmid, hunting it
Amına
together.
koyayım, ne boktan
Which
ilişkiniz
if
var.
I hadn't led him down this path, he could have a steady job lecturing at a
Allah seni
university.
kahretsin. İğrenç bir insanmışsın sen.
This reminds you of the Pericanasian theory of love. In essence, love is a relay out of death. Generation by generation, our love remains in our...
Oh, sweetie. I don't think the Pericarnassians were thinking of people in my city. I was a paraplegic before we met.
Fark ettim.
He didn't know before I arrived. On our first date.
She has to swallow to relax her throat. It's keeping her from talking.
I've wasted enough of your time with this drama. What you have to know is the Insulindian phasmid probably does not exist. Let us fools chase our ghosts. There are a million better things to do with your life.
Sen de emin değilsin ki.
I'm not sure of anything. Sometimes I still see it, you know. The real memory. Not the memory.
Rising, unfolding from the reeds on a hot summer's day.
Either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever and I need to get him home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary.
Bunlar açamaz yayını ya. Evine gitmek için yardım istemenizi emin misin? Ben yine de tuzakları bir kontrol ederim.
Really?
Evet.
Oh, sweetie. Please don't get stuck on a dream.
No one can stop you from finding the phasmid.
Oh no, thank you, but I can get there on my own. This old thing is gas-powered. And then attack. Okay, it's 1113 Tabernacle Road.
Oraya nereye ama?
Jamrock, but...
Nasıl geleyim lan oraya?
A sigh. She doesn't think you'll need it.
Likewise, sweetie. Thank you.
A waste of time. A dream. Like that, she drives off. The gas engine sputters quietly as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. Outside, it's snowing.
We should go too.
Kadın uçtu mu, ne oldu anlamadım ki onu. Burada değil. Neyse. Şimdi şeye gideceğiz. Everard'a. Mekaymış, uçuyor değil mi? Ne manyak bir sahne.
MP zaten yani.
Konteynerin içi ne manyak bir sahne ya. Gökte hoş geldin, 14. ayıymış, teşekkürler.
Mr. Dubois, every worker, member of the board. How can I help you today?
Asel diye bir kızla tanıştım, seninle
Harry.
tanıştığını söyledi.
That doesn't ring any bells, Harry.
Funny. She was trying to set up a narcotics operation in the old church on the coast.
Uyuşturucu faaliyetleri
Oh,
yapıyordu.
that's a cell. Yes, I do seem to remember sending a pretty young thing down there to liven up the place. Get some melodic music in there. Amphetamine lab? That sounds very immoral and debauched. Frankly, a health risk. But what do I know about kids these days? The music they listen to, the drugs they do while they listen to that music?
It sounds to me like you are trying to start an amphetamine lab in the district. And you're using some delinquents you found, God knows where, to set it up and run it for you.
Found God knows where? That Acel is the daughter of Miko the Kebab, a man who once killed a guy with a kebab. I think a daughter of a man who killed a man with a kebab can handle running a little nightclub, don't you?
Kebap Miço.
Maybe it was Bogovic. Or Jakub. I think it might have been Conrad.
Evet, amfetamin üretimlerini durdurdum ama gece kulübü hizmete girdi. Ona göre.
A nightclub? Harry, I'm an old-fashioned guy. After work, I like to listen to some rock and roll music and have a non-alcoholic lager. But here I am, talking about myself, when you have much more important things going on. Tell me, Harry, how can I help you?
İmzalar tamam.
The Golden Boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry. Of my friend, the mailman,
70.
confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinez a real... You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi. We can talk about anything. The strike, the murder...
Hear that?
Yeah.
You did it the honest way. You got the real signatures, and now he's happy.
Güzel.
I don't know. Your dirty forgery fingers aren't sure if playing this one straight was the right thing to do.
Olabilir.
Finally, answers. Ask away, son.
Silahımı alabilir miyim?
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me. But it had to be done.
Fark ettim zaten bulamadığımda. Neredeymiş?
An old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry, word on the street is she's a character. So watch out.
Hangi yaşlı kadından?
This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy. The one he described as terrifying.
Yes,
on.
the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. Crazy stuff, Harry. Selling your gun like that?
Union Boy's gonna help you fix it. He winks at you. Don't worry.
The neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debardeurs Union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building.
Waving the gun around doesn't sound good. None of this does.
Kim bu?
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry. But she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be? Oh, and she calls herself the Pigs.
Kim lan bu?
There it is again. The pigs. Like Roy said, not good at all.
I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally, someone calls themselves a...
It actually sounds extremely bad, but let's not give him the satisfaction.
As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. It sounds like she's unstable, but don't worry.
It sounds like a very disturbed and desperate individual.
Cinayeti çözdük de. Yani başlayalı 50 saat falan olmuştur. Bayağı yayarak oynuyoruz. Cinayetin büyük kısmını çözdük. Sadece son adımı
I
kaldı.
already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, near the old
Bu gece
fish market on the
22'den
coast,
itibaren
the one on the
kıyıdaki eski
boardwalk,
balık
little
pazarının
past the
orada.
fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this. Now, back to the fun stuff.
Ay, sniper karıda büyük ihtimalle ya.
She will be there from 2200 hours
22'den
till
02'ye
02
kadar.
hours.
More fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff.
Bizi mi vurdurtacak? Ne yapacak amına koyayım delisi ya? Beni nereye vuruyorsunuz ya? Zaten yapacak eğlenceli işlerimiz var. Evlerinden çıkartmayı planladığını anladım.
Harry, by now you should know I would never do anything tricky like that. However, if the construction noise and, well, let's just say there'll be freshly renovated buildings near the roundabout where those poor people can finally enjoy a significant uptick in quality.
So the village is doomed.
You were there, you saw the place, a wasteland, there's nothing left. But mark my words, officer, reset. I have big plans for Martinez, and they do not include humans living in those... Harry, imagine a youth centre supermarket church complex, employing hundreds, no, thousands of people. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time to move on. Yes, I do. I got the centre, I got room for a retail complex, and in 4 years, I'll get the church too. The wheels are already turning, Harry. The wheels of progress. This post-war limbo, I won't stand for it. There are kids practically playing with their own feces.
There is true indignation in his voice when he speaks about this. The pain is true. He's seen kids do worse than that.
Damn right I'm up to something, Harry. I'm gonna make the working man as rich as Joyce Messier. That's my...
A true flash of anger in him as he thinks of her.
Emir sen mi verdin?
Order it. You know my men didn't kill him. They told you. It was a happy accident. You know how it is. No one takes the initiative. If I
Neden o
wanted
kadar
to stay,
şişkosun?
I would have had to do it myself. And I'm too fat for that.
Niye o kadar şişkosun?
Glad you asked. I've got type 2 diabetes because sugar and fat was all my mother had to give me and my brother Edgar when we were kids.
Ay.
Good job too, as it made me ugly. And ugly people, Harry, are much better at politics.
Çirkin insanlar siyasette daha başarılıdır diyor.
That is true. People don't trust.
Evet, 2 tane var bir de.
Why a war, of course.
And what do you have to gain from a war?
Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group.
Lan asker lan
before
onlar.
they even realize there is a war. Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1. And that's just Martinez. With all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, the more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them, even the moralists think they're in bad taste. Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war. Or, in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait. Is that when you still pay them something? Because we won't do that. We're not going to give nothing. We're gonna take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker. We're gonna take all of it for the people. And fuck Wild Pines.
The word fuck rings like a gunshot from his mouth. He doesn't swear often.
So that's why you haven't let Joyce in?
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her arsehole. She has no chance.
Niye
Because
anlatıyor?
we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have a significant head start. It's already happening. No idea. Could have been his own mother for
Kim
all I
öldürdü
know.
lan?
If you ever find the guy, Give him a big fat kiss from everyone.
The guy, huh?
I don't. I told you it could have been his own mother. I'm pretty sure it wasn't anyone from the Union. Maybe it was the mob. Or maybe he killed
Kaçırdın
himself
bayağı
and was a
keyifli
closet
kısımlar.
socialist. Truth is,
Kimin
I
dans
simply
edişini
don't know.
kaçırdım.
$2,372, plus yours truly.
2,373 is a sizable contingent for a labor organization in Revachol.
Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts
Ceketi
we'll
giydim.
lose once the
Yok,
poo-poo hits
ceketi
the
giydirmedim.
fan? The
Gerek
clients will ditch us.
zorlamadım.
Harry, we've thought of everything.
Clients would take a well-known multinational conglomerate over a local mobster any day.
Sure, some will go, but mark my words. The company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez and to the new competitive contracts we can. With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on. We'll have our hands free to pursue bold, exotic new revenue streams.
That's drugs.
Evet, uyuşturucundan bahsediyor.
Drug trafficking? Don't be stupid, Mr. Kitsuragi. There are perfectly legal, 100% ethical chemical all they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. That's people's health we're talking about. Old grannies, little babes, people with disabilities. The company thinks transporting these chemicals in bulk looks bad, has bad optics, may be illegal in some countries. The Debarders Union, however, we're all about the large volume column. We're gonna transport the living daylights out of those materials, Harry. So your sick kid can get his Benefed and your wacky uncle doesn't have to come off risperidone.
Atlat ansiklopediyat.
Benefed is a children's cold medicine, usually apricot flavored, and risperidone is used to treat severe psychosis.
And the kids on the street can get speed and pyrrolidone.
I'm an old-fashioned guy, Mr. Kitsuragi. I sometimes grab a beer with the boys, but I have no idea. But if I were to supply ingredients for some sort of rainbow party, I would make sure the Union took a fantastic shit.
He's basically admitting to it.
İlginçmiş. Şimdilik benim olayım cinayet. Ben de belli ki cinayet bürodayım. Bu da
You know
ilgilenmiyor.
why you're such a good detective, Harry? You don't get sidetracked. You care about the people you're supposed to protect, not some systems that may or may not be unethical. Anyway, let's not focus on the sensationalism of the drug trade. This hypothetical drug trade is all anyone ever seems to be interested in. It would only be a small part of the harbour's turnover, just like the harbour is, but a small part of Martinez.
Yine de yasa dışı olurdu.
Let's look at the big picture. Martinez as a whole. There are little girls out there with dreams of making music.
Evet evet, bende de var
Young
üstümde şu.
mothers who want to
Baksana
start
8 tane
businesses.
şey var.
Models who want to walk catwalks and steel welders who want to weld steel. I'm gonna unite them all into one economic body. We're gonna incorporate this place to Kingdom Come. Everyone's gonna be in on the wealth, and everyone's gonna pull their weight.
Let's keep focusing on the drug trade. He was almost admitting to it.
Neredeyse. Kabul ediyordu. Etti ki zaten. Dur biraz, ben büyük resme bakmak istemem. Neredeyse kabul ettiğin uyuşturucu ticaretine bakmak istiyorum. Yani işin içinde kurumsallaşma varsa bana uyar. Para adamıyım. Çok büyük bir azim, işçi sınıfı için yaptıklarına bayılıyorum. Burada pek fazla revaşörculuğu hissedemiyorum. Yeterince bayrak da kral yok. Bayrak ya da kral yok.
No, Harry. That's boring. All right, it's gone. The hypothetical raw materials trade is off the table. It's such a boys. Harry felt queasy about it. We're not doing it. Can we talk about my beautiful incorporated Martinez and its many-sided business ventures now? This bold new vision of incorporated socialism I'm offering? Harry, the length you're willing to go to keep your nose clean is remarkable. You will always have a warm bed in Mr. Clare's household, my friend, and a special place in the future of Martinez.
Belli bir sendika üyeleri hakkında sorun var.
Union members now. This is the big time. We're talking about the future. You can bother Leonard with that. He loves to run his mouth on such matters. But I'm in great, Harry.
Okay.
This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing something off me, my door is always open. I'm always happy to educate and entertain you, my friend. Very nice, Harry. Most certainly, Harry. By all means, Harry.
Okay. Everard'la bir işimiz kalmadı. Bitti mevzumla. Her şeyi sonuçlandırdık. Ha, onlardan hiç kullanmadım. İhtiyacım olmadı. Tanıyor mu lan herkesi? Bunu anlat.
Mr. Edgar is Mr. Everett's brother. He looks a bit younger, he does, but a very smart. All kinds of places he visits. Him and his brother both left with the first.
South Safari.
Bana ne anlat?
Union man. Honestly, I don't know.
Oil for the wheels.
Kafa tasçı.
He's really. Once he said he's a dragon.
Konteynerda kim var?
You do realize he might just be a figment of your imagination, right?
I don't know anyone like this, mister. Maybe he's one of Mr. Everett.
He really feels very uncomfortable.
Titus.
Oh, Titus is a longshoreman through and through. He was born on a boat, they say. His veins are probably filled.
Everett.
I'd best not. I mean, I could, but I don't think Mr. Everett would like it very much.
Ne?
The night guard. Ooh, we talk all the time. They lived on the same street their entire lives. Even dated the same girl on Mr. Martin, yes. Sure.
Okay. 3-5 mevzu kalmış, onları ayıkladım. Gereksiz mevzular. Oyun aslında hızlı bitirilebilir. Ben side questlerin hepsini yapıyorum. Mevzulara vakit harcıyorum. Acele etmiyorum yani. Keyif alıyorum. Oyunun normal playtime 35 saat falan mı? 40 saat falan. Biz şu an 50'de miyiz? Neyiz? Öyle bir şey. Evet. Şimdi klasçı kaldı değil mi? Akşam silahımızı alacağız. Klas şeyi sorgula. Heykeli veremeyiz. Espirito bug'lı. Nasıl? Bir şeyimiz yok. Klas şeyi sorgulayacağız. Yapacak bir şey yok. Ben şeyi açmayı unuttum değil mi? Ananı sikeyim ya. Birisi çıkınca açarız ya. Başka bir şey kalmadı ki. Klasçıyı sorgulamak haricinde. Açtık mı? Açmadık. 22 saat biraz fazla uydurma olmuş ya. Gerçekten okursan seçenekleri ve biraz side quest yaparsan kafadan bir 25 saat 30 saat olması lazım. O biraz how long to beat boşu. Limanda garip bir konteyner var. Onu açtık. Evet. Merhabalar. Evet.
It's always good to see you.
Şimdi şu olayı düzgünce anlatıver.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired.
Kaderine razı olmuş duruyor.
To being here with you and what's to come.
Gerçekte olanları anlattı. Şaşırmış gibi görünmüyorsun. Niye yalan söyledin?
I didn't lie. Not a lot. I've done my absolute best not to. I just...
En iyisini yaptım ama.
Come on. She lied through her teeth and you know it.
Evet.
It was a mistake. I'm sorry for wasting your time.
Hadi bakalım.
This is good. Clear the air first between you two. Then move on to questions.
Önce aranızdaki havayı biraz yumuşat, sonra da sorulara geç.
It's not good. It's the opposite of that. This will let her dictate the terms of your...
Güzel falan değil, hatta tam tersi. Kadın bu sayede senin şartlarını irade ne diyorsa odur ya klasçıya karşı.
Shush. I can't hear what she's saying.
Salak.
Let the miss speak. She's tall and thin.
Geliyor seninki. Can Seri izliyor mu? Ha, burada olsa sevinirdi.
Why did you waste our time then?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
Beni boktan çıkartıyorlardı. Yeterince iyi sebep
You're
değil.
right. There's more.
Nasıl?
You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Briefly glance it over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time. A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon, grey and pale violet in the morning light.
Ne var ötede?
The pale, the muindi isu, the Occident,
Pusu çözdük sonunda.
Aranye, the old world.
Allah Allah, pus. Unknown world gibi bir şey herhalde. Ben merkezcilerden mi korkuyorum?
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
Ne yaptın ki sen?
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me.
Bulurlar diyor.
What happens if they do?
Ne olur ki?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill.
Niye, ne yaptın ki?
Well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Nasıl oldu?
Here we go. For once, you seem to have her off guard.
İlk defa savunması halde.
Actually, this murder did have a little to do with her.
Tam bir aptalsınız ya. Nasıl bozuluyorsunuz hepiniz ya? İnsanları peşine takmak için tam olarak ne yaptın? Adamın öldüğü gece burada neler oldu? Madem saklanıyorsun, polisleri niye aradın? Hepsini sorabiliriz büyük ihtimalle. Ne yaptın ki?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Ravishol, or even in Oranje.
Hoş bir şey değil.
What exactly did you do?
Anlat anlat.
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company.
Casusmuş.
The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lou's doing County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lou Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them.
But she really destroyed them. She still feels it.
As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Lou Scott and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Laws cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airberg, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
Yeah. Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me.
Yani niye ki? Ne olacak ki?
Sure. I'm not a war criminal, but it was bad. People lost their jobs. Good people too, not just C-suite.
Ne yapalım canım? Onlar da puşluk yaparak para kazanıyor.
A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with.
That can wait. Look into her eyes. There's more.
One of them killed themselves because of me.
Olur öyle. Burada olanlara dönelim biz.
The young woman looks at her cigarette with melancholy. It's almost gone.
Polisleri niye aradın o zaman?
Because I'm an idiot.
Which is an indicator of truth. Idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
Ya, mantık falan sıçıyor kalıyor ya. Niye aradın niye?
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off.
Acıdığımdan ya.
And that little fucker threw stones at him. He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravishol.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is
Tamam oğlum yalan demedik
Oh
zaten.
God. That was a lie too. Who made the call then?
Nasıl ya? Allah Allah.
She did, of course.
Gerçekten sen aramadın mı ya?
Don't be paranoid, man. It's unbecoming of a police officer. And it makes you sweat.
Mal etti çünkü. Mantık, oyunculuk Intelligent olan hiçbir şey çalışmıyor kadının karşısında. Aptal gibi şeyler veriyorlar. Onu ne ara değiştirildi?
Last week, Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
Benim bileceğin iş Mert. Mesajla ayrılmak tatsız bir mevzu. Olacak iş gibi değil.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there.
Bu önemli bir görsel analiz çeki olacak orada belli ki.
Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
Bakarız. Ne oldu?
We
Tam
were
anlat.
there. Together. In bed, I mean.
Tam olarak ne olduğunu anlat.
He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass.
Sniper karı vurdu kesin ya.
I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could.
A great pain moves through her, a dark and indefinite wave.
I knew he was dead before he fell down on top of me.
Sonra?
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Çıkarın.
Oh.
Ben aslında.
Yeah. It was a real motherfucker.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Kafan iyiymiş o gün.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Biraz önce farklı dedin.
Good thinking. Clear your head. You should clear your...
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No.
Ne yaptın?
Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and
Ya
crawled back
kroşe
up
boş yapma
through
ya.
the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. Just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
Run, woman. Run past them and out into the streets where it's dark and people move. To the lorries at the intersection, as far as you can.
Niye kaçıp gitmedin ki?
I already ran. I ran from an entire isola. There is can't run any further. Not with these people. This is as far as it gets.
Ya sesi duydun mu?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
Adam senin peşinde olan insanlar tarafından öldürülmüş olabilir mi?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break. I thought they'd found
Sonra?
him. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone.
Burada sigara içerek beni de vursunlar diye mi bekliyor?
So they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me. Or
Bence yok.
I don't know anything anymore. All I do is wait here.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. There's one thing I know, is that you'll get nothing from there.
Aşağı indikten sonra ne oldu?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time.
Kim ya?
I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Kim Ruby ya?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
Kadın o muymuş?
The leader?
Neyin lideri ya?
The Hardy Boys.
Vay amına koyayım. Hardy değil mi onların lideri?
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
Arka planda değil, bu kadar kişi bakıyor Mert.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy boy?
Why not? Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does.
Nerede bu Ruby ya?
Take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
Sonra?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times.
Neyi yaptın mı Mert?
It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like pain.
Mert.
Ruby said they would.
Yani Şubat'ta nasılsa o aynı şekilde duruyor. Kahve bitti oğlum, kahve mi kalır? Kaçıncı saatteyiz? 9. saatteyiz. Ben ne yapıyordum onları asarken?
She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did.
Nerede bu?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? Look into this later. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Coming up with a theory. She said Ruby knew something was wrong before she said anything. How come? It was loud downstairs. She couldn't have heard the shot. It is ominous. You already coming up with theories that put the blame on someone other than Clausia.
What? Why would I put myself through this? Insanity. Get myself cornered like that. He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But
All kinds of crazy things happen when drugs are... It could have been a desire murder. Maybe he was a serviceman. He must have had a gun lying around, close to her hand. A military weapon using jacketed ammunition. Now you guys suddenly have theories pouring out. When they're
Ne oldu
obviously
beyler?
just
Birden
steps
teori
away.
sıçmaya başladınız. Adam yanında silah taşıyordu. Bu silahı kullandın mı?
No. I specifically asked him not to carry firearms when he was with me. He only had his stupid armor.
Askeri mühimmat mermisi.
I don't know. His friends have rifles. Maybe those psychos did it.
Tam da
Coalition
onun
military had
arkadaşının,
rifles.
sniper arkadaşının
I'm
var
not a
gibi.
munitions expert, and I did not shoot him.
She might have been a tad disingenuous when she avoided talking about the bullet in his head before. Look who's waking up from 1,000 years of sleep.
Değil mi? Evet, adam vurulduğunu söyleyince niye söylemedin?
I've said I'm sorry. What more do you want me to say? I did my best not to lie. It didn't always work. What does that mean?
Do drugs make you aggressive?
No. People don't take drugs to kill each other. They take them to feel okay with each other. I thought you Ravishol people would be more enlightened on this. I'm sorry, officer. I'm under some stress here.
Şunu müdafaysa yani.
I did not kill him to defend myself from rape. I told you before. That wasn't what happened.
She simply shakes her head.
I'm sad to hear that. They must have said it in some fit of frustration or under pressure. They couldn't have meant it. I've talked to them.
She's getting scared now of you, the downstairs people.
İyi korksun bence.
Like what?
She nods silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee.
Ne oldu?
He's thinking, are we done here? Or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody. No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brute. This guy won't budge. You have to wake Multiface up forcefully if you want to continue pushing her.
Bu eleman duruşunu falan değiştirmeyecek. Şayet kadın üstüne daha da gitmek istiyorsan şu 1001 suratı zor kullanarak uyandırman gerekecek. Kendine gel lan oyunculuk.
Who? What?
Bir zeka.
Dear Lord, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not the most fair and just at all. She's smoke and mirrors and will-o-wisps.
Üf, salak ya.
She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why
Zaten
would she?
vermedik.
Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her web of lies. Take it easy. Don't overcompensate with this course correction. Ask questions first.
Bence de.
Yes, start at the top. Choose at the bottom. It's how we've always done it. See?
Gerçek ismin Klas Şaman'da o değil.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your
Barizce.
real name, not when people are after you.
Okay.
Tamam ne?
Okay, it's not.
Okay.
You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
She's not lying now. She really is very tired. Her metabolism is failing her. The afterglow of whatever narcotics she's been taking is wearing off. She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next. Ready for the damage. She knows you're grilling her.
Olduğunu söyler. Karakolda sen arama. İblis kadın ne lan?
I did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
That is the emergency's desk number.
Tamam o aramış.
Anyone can know
Ansiklopedi.
that, sire. By looking around,
Ansiklopedi yalan söylemez.
I don't believe a single word she says.
Tamam lan sen de iyice bozuldun ha.
What time did you make the call?
Saat kaçta aradın?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
12'yi geçiyordu.
Checks out.
Diyor.
She stands before you, holding her back very straight.
Bilmem biz bu kadını niye tutuklamadık?
There may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
This bastion of willpower here, his watchmen have been sleeping too. You can be absolutely certain now. But he's coming around. A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around. She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath, as if in the presence of some tiger. You are. This is not the end of this. As you look back, you think, so love did do him in, after all. If it weren't for her, he would not have been there. The shot would not have connected with his soft palate. She's silent, holding on to... Remember this silence. The lady is dangerous. People suffer around. It appears this one has not been entirely corrupted. This may help. This may help the others see.
Yeah. I'd like to think he didn't love me. Or that it was chemically induced and not real. Easier
Yeah.
that way.
Gerçek miydi ki?
Real as anything.
Gerçekmiş. Cama bir daha bakalım biz.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it.
Bunu
Light from the
faillamayız
desk
herhalde.
lamp reflects off the globe.
Yine de garanti alalım da. Analiz.
This window is pristine on the inside. Golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed.
Bu kadar uzaktan vurmuş olabilir mi ya? B1, 2, B3. Aa, kilisenin oradan. Ya da adanın ucundaki saat kulesinden, deniz fenerinden, karşıdaki üçüncü adacık var. Oraya geçemedik. Neresi orası amına koyayım? B3. Bir ihtimal var diyor. Nedir ya? Hangi pozisyon?
Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired.
Tarih 4 Mart gece vakti bir yerlerde bir silah ateşleniyor.
The man looks directly at the
Tam da oradan kadına
The shot's
bakıyor.
possible directions converge in his mouth. A ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain.
Kaynağı dışarıda bir yer olan ışın adamın beynine giriyor. Oracıkta ölüyor. Nereden geliyor?
From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Hemen dışarıdaki çatının A1 noktası. Etrafına çatlaklar oluşmuş. Tam parçalar içeri doğru bakıyor. Sanki kadının sırtında oluşmuş bir hale gibi. Şekillere bak.
The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
Çatıya bak.
The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
Mermi bu doğrultuların herhangi birinden gelmiş olabilir. Burası A1 noktasının yani yüksek olasılıklı çıkış noktasının bileşkesi. Bu durumda dışarıda barut kalıntısı olması gerekmez mi? Bu durumda silahın çatıdan ateşlendiğine %80 oranında eminim, öyle mi?
72%. With an antique weapon that fires military grade ammunition. A Belma Grave rifle, for example. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot.
Niçin tek atışta bitirilebildiğini de açıklar.
The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium. A well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness. Too busy with their own bodies.
Silah odanın içine ateşlenmiş olabilir mi daha yakın noktadan? Olamaz herhalde ya.
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, detective.
A1 noktasını yani çatıyı çürütecek herhangi bir argüman var mı?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
Daha uzakta bir başka çıkış noktası.
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Tüm Martinez'i kapsayacak şekilde mermi doğrultularını hesaplamak gerek. Ve burada gördüğüm yer.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call that B prime.
Elindeki semt haritasına göre atış terk edilmiş iskelenin kuzey ucundan koydaki adacığa kadar uzanan geniş bir açının içindeki çeşitli konumlardan gerçekleşmiş olabilir. Bu noktalara B noktaları diye. Daha spesifik.
B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple
Bunun
prime for the
sonu
islet.
adacık,
There may be smaller points
iskele.
in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
O iskeleden ha. Ya da buradan. En mantıklısı bu deniz feneri ama şurayı da görmek istiyorum B3'ü. Gele.
700 meters away. The likeliest
700
of these
metre.
key positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had
En
a safe
muhtemeli.
sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
B2.
1.2 kilometers away. The least
%3.
likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it. Possibly from a tent. No. Too far.
Ama burada deniz feneri var. B3.
1 kilometer away. A point beyond the docks. On an islet in the bay. The fort is ruined, but the perpetrator may have found a stable spot on the beaches surrounding it, where the concrete crumbles into the sea, as you saw in the coin-operated viewer.
Zaten o kadını bir türlü bulamadığımız için büyük ihtimalle burada olacağını diye düşünüyorum.
The shot would have been a small miracle.
%5.
5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of
Vay
view
amına
from
koyayım.
the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
Kim sadece sence atış çatıdan daha uzak bir mesafeden yapılmış olabilir mi?
From where, precisely?
Şu B1, B2,
I
B3.
see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
Yeterince olası.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out one by one.
Bence de.
It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. It fits the hidden path through the whirling. A simple hypothesis.
Güzel. Aa evet. İskeledeki çatı. Giremediğimiz çatı değil mi donmuş? Doğru. Ada var. Bir de şey var. Bir de karşısında deniz feneri var. Ne yapıyorsunuz hala burada?
I can't believe.
Yes? What is it? Okay. Yes. That was pretty...
What? No. No, no, no, no, no. There are universal standards.
Jean, he's not right. Treat him like you treat McCoy's little brother.
Yes, and I'm wondering why. Don't you have a case to solve?
Yes? Did you want something from me? It means I'm a patrol officer, sir.
Neyse. Bunlardan bir bok yok.
Wasteland of
Neymiş bu
reality.
bakalım. Çıktık.
Congrats, you're sober.
Ah.
It will take a while for your body to remember how to metabolize anything that isn't sugar from alcohol. So you're going to be pretty ravenous soon. Eat plenty. You can expect your coordination and balance to improve in a couple of weeks. In 2 months, you might start sleeping like a normal person. Full
Vay be.
recovery will take years though. It'll be depressing. And it'll be boring. Don't expect any further rewards or hand claps.
Kas gücü -1. İçimdeki deniz -1. Manipülasyon -1. Duyarlılık +1. Vay amına koyayım ya. 20 saat açtık bunu ve verdiği sirkülasyonuna bakar mısın ya? Şimdi de unutuyorum. Hadi siktir git. Alkol içerim daha iyi ya. Yedi saat şunu da koyayım. Evet, yapacak ne var şimdi? 22'den sonra silah mevzusu. Bir yerini söylemesi sonra. Evet, şu Titus'la konuşacaktık. Ruby'yi anlatın bana ya. Hadi
It's you
bakayım.
again. What is it?
Hadi be. Biraz şeyle konuştum. Ruby ile konuşmam lazım.
Why?
Esas lideriniz olsam mı konuşacağım? Beni Lely'nin katiline ulaştıracak zincirdeki son halk o. Udon'un etkisindeyken yaşadığım delirium sırasında onu gördüm. Paranormal içgüdü kulağıma onun adını fısıldadı. Bak, bu işi birinin üzerine yıkmam lazım. Ben de onun üzerine yıkmaya karar verdim. Kurbanı onun öldürdüğünden şüpheleniyorum, o yüzden. İç savaş geliyor. Önlemenin tek yolu da cinayeti çözmek. Bu da Ruby ile konuşmak gerek demek. As lideriniz o çünkü.
You're cuckoo, cop. I'm the only man responsible for this unit.
Ya bunu alıştı, siktir git. Savaş geliyor, savaş.
Sounds like you wanna push this steaming pile of shit on anyone. And now you pick Ruby. Well, Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steam.
Lan ondan
Fuck that shit.
fikir almak istiyordum. Aşağıda olmuş zaten. Cinayet olmuşken aşağıdaydı zaten. Gerizekalı.
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect.
Gerizekalı.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here.
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
18'lik çek ama sendikal hocasında anahtar buldun. Dışarıdaki vinci gördün. Sürreal tiyatro gibiydi. Cinayet sahnesini zihninde canlandırdın. Antika tüfek buldun. Artı 3 gizli geçidi buldun. Ruby uyuşturucu taciri. %97. Sanırım biz buralarda kalacağız. Titus kurcalamaya devam ettiğinde bir teori net ve çabuk belir veriyor, şaşarsın. Neden Ruby'nin yapmış olabileceğine dair sağlam bir teori sun.
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
Bir kere attım ya. Niye bu kadar eminsin?
Because she was here all night with us.
Bunu biliyorum zaten.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She was here all night, 11:30 to 12:15. She was here during all that time.
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
Hava almak için dışarı çıkmadı mı?
No.
Bu sizinle miydi?
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is again, Kalp.
Biliyoruz zaten.
That's probably for the best. Don't break your stride now.
And just 'cause she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. I've been through this.
Zaten o vurdu demiyoruz ya ama. Öyle işte, nerede onunla konuşmam
All
lazım.
right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial.
Şimdi
Now
kızı
let's
çatıya
place her
yerleştirelim.
on that roof.
Hadi bak.
You got his attention. Now don't ruin it by making weird claims. Remember, you can still mess this up.
Dikkatini çektin, şimdi tuhaf iddialarda bulunup bunu berbat etme. Çatıdan ateş edildiği konusunda bana katılıyorsun değil mi? Becerikli bir sambo dövüşçüsü olsa örümcek gibi dış cepheye tırmanabilir. Mutfaktan doğruca çatıya çıkan gizli bir geçit var. Nasıl? Atölyeden.
People say there was a pinball arcade here, sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo?
Ulan sniper'la değil de dinleme deliği sandığımız şey mermi deliği mi acaba? O asansörle çıkılan yer. Ay aman ak. Ama hissederdi görsel analizi ya.
East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place.
Weird? How? You're wearing the pinball maker's coat.
Nasıl tuhaf?
Was run by a fella called Nerflock something, who wore a yellow dust coat like the one you have on right now.
Şu giydiğim gibi mi?
Guy. Never liked him.
Okay, but how'd you get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building.
Var ki orada.
An elevator for that.
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop.
Çatıya çıkıyor direkt.
Had gone up, shot him, come down. All under 7 minutes.
Evet.
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
I'm on
Gel
it, boss.
bakalım.
Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of...
Just now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it?
Vinci fark ettin mi?
I've seen the winch. I'm not blind. You saying it's part of the elevator she used to get up there?
Olabilir.
That's one mystery down then. An architectural mystery. Doesn't much concern Ruby, does it?
Çalışır pinball makineleri var.
Right. What the fuck does that got to do with Ruby?
Aşağı indirelim de burada düzgün bir hava katalım.
Man, can we? I mean,
Tabii.
That'd be awesome. I beat that royalist machine 20 times now.
All right. We can get the barman to bring them down. What else?
Ayak izleri de buldum. Taze.
Footprints. Recent.
İki haftalık falan.
That close, huh? How fortunate. I'll take a thorough look at those prints myself before I believe that call. Good news is, I'm still listening.
Anahtarı hatırladın mı?
I don't like guessing, Cole. No one.
It opens the steel door in the kitchen.
Ha, oradan
the one that
gidiyoruz.
leads upstairs to the roof. This key was
Evet.
right here, with you.
Biz değil de Ruby buldu.
Quit jumping to conclusions, Theo. You took that key. Did it look like it was recent?
No, the ribbon was old, faded. It had been there for 20 years at least.
Geri koymuş da olabilir.
Why? This doesn't make sense. It's damn empty.
It doesn't fit well, but it fits, and he knows it.
Çatıdan sıkıldığı ihtimali yüksek.
Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surroundings. Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy.
Çatı 72 ama.
72%. There's a percentage and all. Where'd you get it from? Your guys in the lab?
Balistik laboratuvar.
Wouldn't hurt to have one of those in Martinez. What else have you got? That puts her on the roof.
Yani biraz ikna oldun herhalde.
Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out.
İyi
But
bakın.
a route does not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
Phase 2.
Cinayet
Murder.
silahı.
Get a gun in her hand.
Eline bir
If
silah
not
koy.
that, then at least a shadow of a doubt.
Kötü onlar ek. Ücret ticareti yaptığımı tespit ettim. Silah kaçakçılığı da yapmış olabilir. Adamı öldüren mermiyi analiz ettim. Metal kaplamalıydı. %28 gibi bir ufak ihtimalle mermi çatının ötesine atılmış olabilir. Antika tüfeği göster. Martinez'de ortalıkta atılı duran böyle silahlar var.
That looks antique. A Bell McGrave. It's inoperable. Where'd you get it?
Bir dolu var aşağıda.
20, maybe 30 rifles, Titus. Also broken, but still, there were too many. And there must be other caches too.
God damn it. We need to close that dump down for good.
Okay, I see your point. There are guns lying around.
Öyle.
Damn it. I thought we'd found all the old spots. Why was that still there?
We just missed one. Ruby doesn't know this place, boss. Just these cops digging up shit.
Mahallenin ikinci el dükkanı silahımı bir kadına satmış. Belki alan olur.
You lost your gun?
What an idiot!
Sattım.
Tell me, did you lose it before the murder?
Şaka yaptım.
Sure. Take your sorry ass out of here. Ruby didn't use your lost gun to kill him.
Stop thinking about your lost gun, damn it. You'll get a heart attack.
This was merely a thought exercise. He did not lose his gun. Let's move on.
Biliyorum. O konuda herhangi bir bilgileri var mı diye eşeledim. Ya da yani bir kadın aldı deniyor ya. Hangi kadın olduğunu bilen yok. Oradan bir yere varabilir miyim diye baktım. Ya kaçakçı da yapıyor olabilir.
That's just about your favorite topic, isn't it? Every fucking 5 seconds.
You were warned not to bring it up. Your best shot here is to just back out of it.
Bundan bahsetmemek lazımmış. Sadece şunu diyorum. Kabininden anladığım kadarıyla silah bulma konusunda sıkıntı yaşamaz. Tamam, girmiyorum bu konuya.
Okay, cop. She's got connections. I could see how she could have access to a gun.
Tamam, ben de onda.
That's all you needed.
Biraz şüphe. Mermiyi de analiz ettim.
So it had to come from a breech-loading rifle. Military grade. Not even you militia monkeys have those. This goes against your everyone has a gun theory. If it was military grade, how'd Ruby get it?
You don't know. Just be honest.
Dürüst.
Screw honest. You just showed him a breech loading gun.
Aşırı karmaşık deyip siktir et, burada istifa edelim değil mi? Gösterdin
A
mi?
broken old broomstick is what you showed me. But
Time to really close the deal. Show them the bullet.
Öldüren mermi bu. 4.46'lık. Bellema göt tüfeğiyle aynı kalibre mermi atıyor.
The blonde man looks at the mushroomed Deathbringer in the...
Yeah, the bitch is jacketed all right. 4mm too.
Whoa. Well, goddamn. It's
Yeah.
not proof, but it's a possible murder weapon. Close to her. Too damn close. You have been thorough. I'll give you
Tabii
that.
titiz çalıştık. Uzaktan da atılmış olabilir ama ufak ihtimal.
Yes,
Ki
goddamn.
bence öyle.
I know what a 72% chance means. It means there's a 28% chance it isn't that. And 28% is no
Beynimin içinde bebek var deyip bas istifa.
Just making sure we are on the same page.
İşte.
It doesn't all fit. We are just sharing info, candidly.
Kızı bulmamıza yardım et hadi.
I don't know, Cop. Why don't you find your lost gun first?
Ona şakaydı oğlum, öyle gerçek bir şey yok.
Easy now, Al. This isn't comedy hour.
Bence de.
Titus, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
Ya şüphe tohumunu ektik, mal oldu.
Phase 3. Motive. The last component.
Motiv.
The big one. Get this and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't piss him off. That never works.
En önemlisi, bunu başarırsan kızı sana verirler. Unutma, adamı sinirlendirmemelisin. Bu asla işe yaramaz. Önemli olan adamı neden öldürdüğü değil, örtbas olayını neden düzenlediği. Belki bütün bunlar bir tür liderlik savaşıdır sana karşı. Belki de adamı öldürdü çünkü böylelikle senin gözüne gireceğini düşündü. Ne diyorsunuz? 23 mü? Motivasyon. Bu adamı neden öldürdüğü değil, örtbas olayını neden düzenlediği, değil mi? Asıl önemli olan o. Zaten lidermiş ki.
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
Bir örtbas ediyor olabilir.
Think about it. Why go through all that?
Evet.
It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You
Motiv
went
bir
along,
işte.
But she suggested it.
Ya.
She had like a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back
Kadının
downstairs.
yaptığını düşünmüyorum bu arada hala. Ben hala sniper'ın yaptığını düşünüyorum. Öyle biri varsa eğer, hala görmedik ama. Ama bu kadını sorgulamam lazım. Sakat biri yani. Bütün olayların düğümü onda.
Really, Shanks? Closio wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Time for a logics demonstration.
Mantık gösterisi zamanı. için varsayalım ki adamı sen öldürdün. Kelebek varsayalım ki adamı sen öldürdün. Titus varsayalım ki adamı sen öldürdün. Vur bakalım hadi. Varsayalım ki sen öldürdün.
He scoffs.
Think. You kill him.
Düşün.
Get up there. Shoot him. Get down.
linç çetesi olarak arkadaşlarına birlikte mi mahkemeye çıkmak isterdin yoksa tek başına mı cinayetten yargılanmak isterdin?
The man is silent.
If she used us to cover her own shit up, well, that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code, boss.
Which is why she didn't. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
Bence değil. Belki bütün bunlar bir tür liderlik savaşıdır. Belki de adamı öldürdü çünkü böylelikle senin gözüne gireceğini düşündü. Yapmayan şeyler var. Kızla konuşmamız lazım.
Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods. A very small nod. And a trickle of tobacco spit.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you won't.
Neymiş?
I don't know. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However, hard I asked. Wanna know why?
Niye?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was
Hmm.
right. By now, I probably would.
Bilsem şimdiye kadar söylemiş olabilirdim.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior. Why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
Ne zaman gitti?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
Neden korktu?
I told you. You.
Şahsımdan mı?
Yes, you. The cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
Allah Allah. Bir kravatı da unutma. Hiç takmadım ki. Neden korkabileceğine dair hiçbir fikrim yok. Sadece kafasında sıradan düşünceler olan normal bir polis.
Sure. Normal.
Tabii normal ya.
You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
Ucun var mı? Başka ne söyledi?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes and that you won't stop.
Nasıl durmuyormuş?
Until you have something on her. She said
Hmm.
she's heard of you from Jamrock.
Yeah.
That you're a human can opener. That you play suspects against each other. Open them up. Like cans.
İnsan formunda bir konserve açacakmışsın. Şüphelileri birbirine düşürür ve konserve gibi açarmışsın.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it. Whack him. Or we can go on with our lives. I'm having to go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
Silence. He nods.
Başka?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This caught Titus. This caught he. But she was too scared.
Allah Allah. Niye bu kadar korkuyordu ya?
Scared.
Hüküm
You should
kalmadı
be
ya.
too. A strange fear creeps over you. A metallic taste in your mouth. Change the subject.
Niye ya? Korkuyor muydu? Sen de korkmasın. İçinde tuhaf bir korku beliriyor. Ağzında metalik bir tat var. Konuyu değiştir. Nereye gittiğine dair ipucu var mı?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so
Yayan gitti.
she's on foot.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al, and we won't either.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn.
Frekansta ne yapıyor?
What now? I have no idea.
Bilmiyorum.
She said she's building a pale emitter.
Rus yayıcı. Yok ya.
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies at a pale something. I don't know more.
Ne çalışıyormuşum?
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
There you have it. Pale something.
Something. Aradın mı?
A little. On the coast.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlog. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there.
Biz acaba mevzuyu çözmeye çalışıp çözemeyince kaçamasınlar diye, yani yürüyerek kaçamasınlar diye araçla değil de şey mi yapmışız? Köprüyü mü yamultmuşuz? Nereden başlayacağım?
There's some shit houses there. A cinderblock town. Fisherfolk there refuse to unionize. So I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step.
We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Nasıl görünüyor?
Boyish. Hair
Ötekisi.
red. Dyed. She looks like a Lowry man.
Okay.
It'll have to.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite.
Bayağı iyi
Not
bilgiler
just
elde.
granite, tightly packed RCM Sergeant material.
Polis olman lazım senin.
When are you gonna get it through your dumb head? I already am. I just wasn't sure you were.
And he still isn't. People aren't afraid of good cops in the way Ruby was afraid of you, he thinks, then turns back to his men.
Okey, güzel. 3 level kenarda. 80'deyiz. Öde Ruby'yi sor. Nereden ateş edildiğini belirle. Bunları hep karşıdan yapacağız. Karşıya da geçmem lazım o odaya. İhtimalle tekneci kız bana ayarlar bir şeyler. Balıkçı teknesi falan gibi bir şey. Aynasız 22'de gelecek. Güzel. Bunlar hep karşıda. Burada bir şey kalmadı. Bu akşam da Klasçı'ya özel olarak sorarım bunu. Cinayet silahını da bir türlü bulamadım ya. Dursun bakalım bu da. Hayat çözülüyor oyun. Pek bir şey kalmadı. Bu ne lan?
You think you have a pretty hot suspect right now, don't you? That Ruby of yours?
Evet.
Notice how it came together without casting too much suspicion on Clasia. It was nice and Ruby-centric in the end.
Ne demek istiyorsun?
Anything strike you a bit off about this mishmash?
Mermi çatıdan gelmek zorunda değil. Sahildeki herhangi bir yerden gelmiş olabilir. Mermi metal kaplamaydı. Bu mermiler kolay bulunmuyor. Merminin çok eski olduğu ortaya çıktı. Ötesi ayak izleri olay yerindeki aykırı taban izlerine uymadı. Uymadı.
No, they didn't.
Eski mermi.
True. Strange how you conducted the whole advanced ballistics analysis and then hand-waved it.
Metal kaplamaydı.
Good point. It is rather rare these days, but do continue.
Çatıdan gelmek zorunda değil. Sahildeki herhangi bir yerden gelmiş olabilir. Zaten öyle dedim ben de.
Anywhere, but you're suddenly so certain it came from the roof behind the window.
Olmadım canım, ben ilk başta sniper'da düşünüyorum zaten. Silah sistemedi.
Notice how this hasn't come up at all. Even Hardy and his boys didn't mention it. Neither did you. That's right. Finish thought. Just finish it and conveniently go on. She's watching you leave right now. You know that. Free as a bird on that roof. Lighting up a cigarette and thinking, am I glad Ruby's in this shit and not me?
Önce de. Bir irade nasıl bir hero ya?
Move on. It's no use harassing her further.
O klas kafayı taktı. O gıcık oldu onun. Ben de sniper'ı düşünüyor zannettim. Değilmiş. Ya kafayı taktı yani. Bu kim lan? Ne oluyor? Bak. Bu bizim amca.
Officer, care to play a game with the lonely old man? Actually, never mind. Wouldn't be the same.
Ne oldu, Rene nerede?
The prick is gone. I can barely believe it. But he's really gone.
Nereye gitti?
Hell, most likely. He was
Cehenneme.
an absolute cunt.
Nasıl öldü?
His hungry little heart finally gave out. The dock workers found him in the guard booth this morning.
Did he feel like he has to prove he can still pull his weight? Doesn't need handouts?
Guess he was about to head home. Cause when the dock
Malın
workers
teki
found
zaten
him,
ya.
he was wearing civilian clothes and not the Kuketu uniform I saw him in all the time. Sometimes I thought he was wearing it just to piss me off. Now the joke's on him, cause he's gonna be buried without it. No, René was the most stubborn man in Revachol.
He has doubts. But right now, he just wants to move on and not think about it.
I repeat, an absolute cunt. Even his whole army, the only people who could stand to be around him were Jenny. And she never lost sight of it. And we've hated each other our entire life. Yes, I loved that angry prick. He didn't deserve it, but I did. You know what his last words to me were? In Guillaume's time, you'd have been shot without trial. That's what he said to me. He left the count.
Madalyalarına ne
I
oldu?
took them for myself. Took them to remember that old cunt.
Strange how old cunt sounds almost gentle when he says it now.
Fotoğrafları.
Let me see. This was 60 years ago. We all went to that parade. I'm sorry, officer. I just... Thank you.
That was nice. A small thing for us, but invaluable to him. He probably didn't even know.
Ya niye alıyorsun demiştin. Çökerim ben öyle, gerektiğinde kullanırım. Yaşlı insanlar ölür, sen de hızlansan iyi olur. Ve başı sağ olsun.
Yes, We are both.
It is what it is. Part of life, really.
9 yıl.
But to know someone for 7, I just don't know anymore. About anything, really. But you must need something. Yes. Yes.
Sen de hızlansan iyi olur.
He finds comfort in the thought.
We all got to go sometime, officer. Everyone I love is already there.
We are both very sorry for.
It is what it is. I just don't know anymore. About anything, really. But you...
Şimdi. Bütün olayımız karşıda. Bu seferlik bu kadar yapalım. Bir sonraki oynayışımızda herhalde bitireceğiz gibi hissediyorum. Sende 3 seçeneği kayboldu. Daha çıkmadı. Öyle. Hemen bitirmece yok. Zamana yayıp tadını çıkarmaca. Her zaman böyle oyunlar yok. Gelmiyor. O zaman görüşürüz. Kaçtım ben. Eyvallah.